what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to discuss a few things going on this week in PSO2 with the update. I would also like to respect my viewers' precious time, so be sure to use the timestamp chapters in the video playbar as well in the video description to help you get the info you need from this video faster. Back to your day. So this week we do have another level up class campaign going on, and this is going to last all the way up till October 31st, so this will go away on Halloween. And the classes that they're highlighting this time around is going to be playing the Hunter class, playing the Ranger class, and playing the Force class. And these are actually very, very worthwhile to do. So I would definitely suggest all of you to try to complete these like throughout the month if you can. It's probably going to be pretty easy to complete them with some of the upcoming limited time quests. I wouldn't try to do some of these off classes you're not used to in the current limited time quest. Or you could just always go out to one of the combat sectors and just knock it out real easy. But you can see that it's going to, the moment that you equip like Hunter, Force, or Ranger, it's going to give you some weapons for that class, just like it did before. And upon getting 1,500 kills for each one of the classes, they'll give you 20% augmentation success rate boosters, which is very, very good. And as well, they'll also give you some build parts that's basically just an icon for the class. And then as well, if you end up doing all three of the classes, you'll actually get Beta Reactor times 3, which is equal to 300,000 Meseta, which is pretty nice. And as well, you'll also get 100 star jump. So it's definitely worthwhile to try to do this throughout the month of October. Make sure y'all try to level up these 3 classes and get all these nice little rewards here from this limited time task. This is very good. Okay, so we do have a new Monday and Tuesday bonus coming up this week, and this is going to be like a special little extra bonus that we have for. So for Monday, if you log into the game, you're going to get 20% EXP as well as 50% red drop rate. And then as well on Tuesday, there's a bonus, which is really, really good. Make sure you log in for this day. You get 50 star gems and as well 500 Genesis points just for logging into the game that day. So Tuesday, definitely, even if you don't want to play the game, it's good just to log in real quick and then log off because you're going to get these star gems and these Genesis points. That's really nice. When it comes to the Monday bonus as well, the Lucille Exploration is not eligible for the bonuses, unfortunately. So we do have a new limited time quest that's been added to the game this week, and this is the Night Chill Battle. This is actually a repeat of a quest that we had back in, I believe it was late August, where it was like a daytime version of this quest. And what this is just a time attack kind of quest, basically. And there's actually an Arks record ranking going on for it too. But first we'll go ahead and discuss a little bit here. There's some pretty good little treasure drops that are probably super, super rare, but you might possibly get a hold of some treasure drops inside of here with the Octo Armor Arga, as well as like some various Tissas that are in here. And then there's also like Photon Chunks, Arms Refiner 2. You can get all the different like LC capsules inside of here too. And like I mentioned before, this is actually an Arks record ranking, so this is pretty cool. You can actually like try to get your Arks record badges from this week. The quest itself is quite hard. It has those little jump pads inside of there, like damage gimmicks for doing extra damage to the bosses in quick time. Whenever you comes to running with a party, you want to try to like split up and send people in different directions to try to consume time. So it is like a time attack of sorts. So you definitely like getting together with a solid set group and trying to get something organized could be pretty fun. Whenever it comes to running this in public runs, like with your average random player groups, it's probably going to be a little hard if people aren't using communication. And you can see down in the bottom right too that the Arks record boost attack potency plus 20% applies to main class weapons. So if you're a type that usually tries to use an off class weapon, you're actually getting kind of nerfed right now because there's a bonus potency right now for your main class. But as I mentioned, there is an Arks record ranking going on this week. So if you open up your menu and you go to personal and then down to Arks record and then the random challenge records, you can see right here it's for Night Chill Battle Party. And you'll be able to actually do this if you wanted to. You could run this on all 4 ships so you can get yourself the bronze participation reward of Arks record badge 20, and you can get that on every ship that you have a character on too, just by doing one run. Now if you want to try to go a little harder and try to actually do the time attack for it, you might possibly get into like the gold or the silver. It's a pretty fun little quest and it has some pretty nice rewards too, so it's definitely worth getting together with some friends and trying to like get a good time for it. Okay, so we have a whole lot of AC scratches that got added to the game today, and we're going to go ahead and go over each one individually here just a little bit. So one of the first ones we're going to mention is going to be the Rewind Collection October 23. Now inside of the bonus scratch items, there's a lot of like various revived items. This is all stuff from old scratches from last year, but there's a lot of like motions inside of here, so if there's anything you're interested in, I would definitely suggest going through and just checking it out. A lot of that stuff's all account locked, so you'd have to actually scratch to get that, but when it comes to these items inside of the scratch itself, There's actually a lot of motions that have been revived, a lot of emotes have been revived, as well as some hairs and eyes and accessories. There's a lot of stuff inside of here, so I would definitely suggest going through the listing, just seeing if there's anything that you wanted previously that might have been revived. It might be actually easier to get a hold of now just via buying it from the player shops from SEGA. Now next we're going to go ahead and mention some of the voice scratch tickets that got added to the game. So the Type 2 Voice Collect October 23, this is actually a lot of Japanese voices. I think all of these voices are actually in Japanese, but this is a lot of Japanese voices. Some of them have been revived in the game before, or like back around the Redum update, and some of them might be brand new to the game. So when it comes to these bonuses, I want to mention most of these voices for the Type 2 can actually be purchased from player shops. The only one here that you actually cannot purchase from player shops is the EOS voice, which takes 35 scratches. So if you want to get this one, you're going to have to unfortunately scratch for it. But when it comes to the rest of these, you can actually purchase these on player shops, or if you're somebody that scratches and just wants to sell it, you can sell this on player shops too, like the Jeans voice, the Net voice, Matoi's voice, the Risa's voice, and the Kuna voice. All of these can be purchased or sold on the player markets. And inside of the prize listing for the voice scratch, there's actually a lot of voice tickets inside of here too. So yeah, just keep that in mind. That's going to be here, or you can add them to your wish list or whatever. There's a lot of cast voice and a lot of regular human type voices too. And same thing with the Type 1 Voice Collect October 23. This would be like for like the male type voices. And if you go to the scratch bonuses here, a lot of these are actually account locked. You can't trade a lot of these. Like the Doodoo voice can't be traded. The Affin voice cannot be traded, and the Xeno voice cannot be traded, but you can purchase the Bruno voice and the Rappy voice from player shops from SEGA. So keep that in mind. If you're interested in either one of those two voices, you can actually purchase those or sell them or whatever. But unfortunately, when it comes to Doodoo, Affin, and Xeno, you're gonna have to scratch if you really want to get a hold of those voices. And same thing with the prize listing when it comes to the Type 1. There's a whole lot of like voices in here that are really, really good. They got a bunch of regular men type voices as well as cast type voices too. So like a lot of humanoid type and cast type. And then lastly, we're going to mention that the NGS Hairstyle Revival scratch has been added too. Now, whenever it comes to the bonus items inside of this hair scratch revival, you can see that there's actually some pretty useful stuff inside of here. You can get some arms refiner too for just doing 5 times. And then as well, there's also some capsules here that are pretty good. 35 times gives a Mastery 4S, which passes at 100%. The 50 times gives Hal Finale S, which passes at 100%. And then 75 times gives the High L Domina S, which passes at 100% as well. So if you are scratching on these, it's some pretty good little rewards that you get like through the bonus items here for it, along with the little select tickets and whatnot. But inside of the prize listing here, there's actually a ton of hairs. I think they've almost revived like every hair just about that's been in the game so far. So if there's any hairs that you missed before, between this scratch and the Rewind Collection scratch, you're probably going to be able to find it right now for a cheaper price than what it has been, just because everything kind of got revived. So I would definitely suggest going through here and just looking through all the different various hairs. You might want to add some to your wish list and just keep an eye on the market for them. They might get a little cheaper with this being around right now. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the update info this week. I'm curious, what do you all think of the new LTQ as well as all the AC scratches we got this week? Let me know down in the comments below, please. Speaking of which, likes, comments, and subscribing is a free way that you can help my channel grow, reaching a larger audience. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.